fellas, video number 10, here we go. So Vince brought me the hood, or the trunk I mean. We lined it up again, made sure it was square, but it was still in high build and we needed to block the piss out of it. So here we are, we're still blocking. I blocked it out. There's still a little couple imperfections. We're gonna fix this and then we're gonna reprime it. I'm gonna go ahead and reprime it and get it up to speed with this. I do need to spot that one more time. That is done. I'm not gonna mess with this no more. All I need is a slight little spot prime just to make myself feel better. The doors are here. So we got the doors here. They're jammed, but the hinges, he took the hinges because he's gonna go ahead and he still needed to assemble the other one. So I gave him the one I had to reassemble both hinges. So tomorrow we're gonna put the doors back on. So as for the hood, guys, I'm here on the hood. I did some skimming, little pieces. I need to do a little work here and here. On this front part right here, there's a low spot right here that I need to work out. I still feel it, but the rest of it on this side is actually good. I need to block the center, so we're gonna get to that here in a little bit. Other than that, we're cooking. So I'm hoping by tomorrow that we'll have this trunk prepped and ready and back up to par with the rest of the car. The doors should be hung tomorrow and realigned, and those are gonna need some work too. He said that they're not done, so we're gonna have to at least block them and get them up to par with the rest of the car, which is fine because I want to make sure that they're panel to panel and everything blocks the same. So if we have to rehang them and then block them flat and reprime them or whatever, that's fine. I might even do that before I put them on the car, because this shit sucks. So yeah, I might have to take this trunk off again and just primer it, but the bottom of it's already painted. This is why I don't like doing this stuff, because it just makes it more difficult, but this is the way it's gonna be. So I need to fix a few things here, figure out what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna reprime this. I don't like the way that it's there's so many imperfections still. So I am gonna reprime it, couple coats of high build, let it sit, and then we're gonna block it into this stage here in 320, which after I get this done here today, once I reprime it, we should be able to block this in 320 and it'll look just like this, ready to go. Same with the hood. I think I'm gonna pop that trunk back off again, honestly, and I think I'm gonna put it here and I'm gonna respray the hood and the trunk, and then I'm gonna start blocking these doors. I'm not sure where I'm gonna get tonight, but I gotta go inside and eat and everything. I woke up today for a horrible migraine. I'm sleeping half the day. So I came out here and pretty much that's all I've done is line this trunk up and start blocking. So I got a lot of body work to do, guys. Within the next 3 days, I think this car should be ready to go. Everything should be blocked, assembled, and put back on the car, lined up. So I think we'll be ready by the end of the week. But next week, dang, am I really that gray, or is that I don't know if that's freaking sanding dust or gray hair, Jesus. But anyway, within the next 3 days, fellas, this thing should be back together and ready to go. And it's gonna sit here because I can't paint it next weekend. I have some plans. I think we're gonna do something cool. I think we might go camping. So with that, I don't know if I'll be able to paint it. So it's gonna sit here, and when I get back, the third week. So there's this week, next week. Well, let's see here. I'm so screwed up right now. So tomorrow's Monday. I'll work on it Tuesday, Wednesday. I gotta work Thursday, Friday, Saturday. No, Thursday, Friday. I'm off Saturday. And we're gonna do our thing. So then when we get back, I can't work on this thing next week. And then I gotta go back to work again. So the third week from now is when we should be able to spray it. So it's almost done, guys. It's dragging out longer than I expected, but it is what it is. And we're getting there. So let me go grab me something to eat because I'm starving. And then when I come back out here, I'll kick on the video. Alright, guys. Well, hopefully this thing works. I mean, so far it seems to be alright. Alright, well, we got this all blocked down, and pretty much there's a few little things I need to skim. I'm going to mix that up now, skim it, block that flat, and this sucker should be ready for primer. I might prime this tonight just to get this part out of my hair, get this done, and then I need to wrap up that hood. I don't know if I'm going to work on it outside tonight. It's already about 7:30. And I don't know how much time I'm going to have. I would not mind getting another one of my stands, which I don't know where they're at. But I might put it on, put one of these doors on a stand. And I may start blocking these doors out just to see where I'm at. Let's go from there. So I'm going to put you on a time lapse while I block this out. Well, I need to skim this. I'll let that dry. We'll probably bring a door in, or maybe we'll move outside and we'll work on that hood. So for now, time lapse, here we go. Alright guys, so here we are. We're skimmed out with the few spots that I needed to do. We're going to block these flat. We got the same thing on the hood over here. Ready to go. I re-skimmed this little part here. We need to reshape it. Got to work on that corner, and block this center. So while this is drying, I'm going to block out this center. Go from there. I'll kick you on in a minute. Morning, fellas. Top of the morning, whatever they say. So yesterday got a little bit of stuff done. So check it out, guys. Check it out. We got the 36s here, the duo, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Oh man, that's not good. Yeah, I knew I should have took those things off. I need to cut them off there. It's already poked a hole in my tarp. My cover. I gotta cover this one. But as you can tell, the yard, I let Vince borrow my trailer, so we took this off, which that was the plan in the first place. Tuck it in over here in the corner. For now, gotta take this and that to Jason, and gotta put those back in the trailer when he brings it back. Well, there's straps in the box. I was gonna say, hopefully he didn't need straps. So, yeah, here it is, guys, in the flesh. I'm taking the 3.2s off this, putting them on my 32, and I'm gonna put my sniper kit on this engine if it's good. That way it's fuel injected for the wife. Other than that, guys, we're back on the Monte Carlo again today. I got a lot of work done yesterday. So here we are with the trunk. Trunk is just about ready. I need to sand these edges. Gotta sand a little bit more here. Clean this up. And then this trunk needs to be done in 80. And then I'm gonna prime it. As for the doors were bad. So these doors taper. There's two thick body lines here, one here and one here, and then they go and fade. And the panel is very odd because here it contours this way. Halfway it starts to contour the other way. You know, right about here, 3/4 of the way, it starts to waterfall out flat. And then the body line ends here, and then it stays round. So this whole section is flush, and then it flushes into this round. So this whole round stays the same throughout, right? But this body line fades, and it goes from this contour to that contour. But right in that same section, there was a huge dip in the center here that did not make sense to me, because it wasn't here, it wasn't there, but it was in the middle of the door. And if you look down a panel, there's no way from a straight edge from here to here that there should be a huge low spot in the middle, because then when you look down the door, there's going to be a big dent. Both sides. Did not make sense to me. So I got underneath and pushed this up a little bit, as much as I could, and then I went ahead and skimmed it with glass, because the glass is way stronger. So I skimmed it with glass. Now I'm going to skim it with Bondo. Very light skim. Both doors were exactly the same. Yeah, see how this is very transparent stuff, and it's not that thick. I just needed to build it up a little bit and make it stronger, and then I'm going to skim it with mud on top of it. If I block this out and it's good to go, then I might not even skim it with mud at all. We'll just go straight into epoxy. I am going to have to epoxy these doors again. I don't know if I'm going to high build them. It all depends on how they block out at the end. So, let's see here, the hood. This is where we are. Hood is ready to go. All I gotta do is block this out on the last little pieces that I had left. Ooh, there's a little dinger there, little chip. Yeah, this is pretty much it. I just need to flatten those out, and they should be ready for the epoxy. Pretty much that's where we're at, guys. I'm hoping today, I need to quit talking and get to work, but I'm hoping today I can finish blocking these flat and get all 4 of these panels done, and from there we can get into the fenders. So Vince is working on the fenders. I told him I need them probably tomorrow. Today's Tuesday. I need them by tomorrow or Thursday, and I need them to be blocked ready to paint in 320. That way we can assemble the car, do a final block with 600, and we should be good to go. Let's see what happens, but I need to get these parts in primer today because I don't have a lot of time tomorrow, and Thursday I can work, but it's my day to go back to work, so I don't know how much time I'll actually have. And then next week we're going camping, guys, so I don't know how much time we're actually going to have. And then that puts us into week number 3, which at that point we'd probably still be assembling the damn car and maybe painting it week 3 or week 4. I don't know. But it's just, this car's been a long process towards the end game, and it's kicking my ass. But it's coming out really nice. So that's the nice thing about it, is it's coming out nice. Everything's looking good. We just need to wrap it up. And as I say that, I realize that there's a weird spot right here that needs to be blocked out. Alright guys, we're going to primer this trunk, the 2 doors, and the hood. Oh, it was a lot of work. So this isn't the last stage. We still got to block it again. And if there's any imperfections, we're going to have to deal with it. But for right now, let's get cooking because I don't got much time. Alright guys, well, came out alright. It needs another couple coats, but first coat laid out pretty good. Very transparent on the first coat. Definitely not thick enough. I'm going to mix up some more paint. I'm going to repeat this probably 2 more times. I'll show you the final result before I call it a day. Alright guys, well, we got it done. So now it's just the waiting process, letting them dry, and then coming back out here for round 2. So let me roll this hose up real quick. Yeah, we gotta wait for round 2. So you already know round 2. So on round 2, guys, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let it cure. We're gonna guide coat it. We're gonna block it with 320. Any little imperfections that are left will get fixed, spot primed, and they should be ready for sealer. So yeah, we knocked out these pretty fast. My boy Rick, the guy that I painted the 69 Charger for, my neighbor, he came down today and yesterday actually, just rolled up and brought his lunchbox with some waters and stuff. And he was ready to work. Came to help me all day. Well, I shouldn't say all day, but the 4 or 5 hours I get, he was here to help. So it was nice to have somebody help me blocking some panels. Yeah, it was nice to have Rick come help me out. He came to help me block panels, made things a lot faster. We got a lot of shit done. So Let me show you guys what we got going on here. Alright, here we are. Full primer, guys. Full primer. Little bug. I put 3 coats of high build on this thing. And yes, my high build is DTM. I didn't have very many breakthroughs, so we're good. I didn't have to go through and use straight epoxy. This is rated for small little breakthroughs, and seems to be pretty good. It looks like it's covered a lot of the scratching. This was sanded with 40, there's a deep scratch there, and then I sanded it down with 80. So this is over 80 scratches, but I'm sure there's a couple deep 40s in here. So yeah, we're gonna come back out here in a little bit. I'm gonna unmask it all, and then we'll go back into of course doing the guide coat and high build, or guide coat, the last blocking of it. But I think the way everything looks to me, guys, it looks pretty damn good. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut up. I'm gonna go ahead and shut down shop for a while and go inside and hang out with my kid. The last 2-3 nights, guys, I've been out here full throttle. I ain't got a chance to hang out with my kid at all. You know, I pick her up from school and everything, but I mean, I get her all situated, and then I come in here for a little bit, and then when the wife gets home, I try to come back out here. But I haven't got to hang out with either one of them for the whole week I've been off. So I'm gonna go ahead and go take care of that for a while, and then later on I'll probably come back out here and I'll unmask it, guide coat it, go from there. So fellas, I left off, I blocked this door down 180, and there was very minor imperfections. So what I did, because I always forget when I come back in here, we either need to hit this with 220 or 320. I'm going to go ahead and hit it with 320 and see what happens. And if it doesn't sound good, then we'll hit it with 220. Now this one still needs to be hit 180. So we're going to do this today. Today my goal is to finish these doors. I want to put this door in 320, and then the trunk I started to sand. I guess I didn't mark the trunk, but it'll tell you what I was sanding with it right here. Probably 180. Yep, we were in 180. Alright, so my goal today, guys, is we're going to 180 this, 320 this, 180 that. We're going to wrap these parts up in here all the way to 320 today. Alright guys, I'm going to block these doors completely out. I don't want to bore you too much. I'll get back with you when I get everything where I need it to be. I look like a rhino, eh? Huh. Mistaking the rhino for the bull. Just kidding. What's up, guys? Well, we're back at it again. Make sure you stick around. We're getting closer. So, finished up the doors. Let me give you a quick little rundown where we're at. Trunk and doors, good to go. I ran out of this color high build, and I had a little bit of this one. It's supposed to be light gray, but look at the difference. That shit is not light gray, that's white. But anyways, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to throw a sealer at the end, make it all one color. But I did go buy more of this high build because I ran out of it, so now we're good. Doors, both doors, good to go. I would say they're just about paint ready. I want to just make a little quick little one more time wet sand with these with 800 along with the trunk. Actually 600. So the 600, I'm gonna do all of the off parts right away with 600, and then I'll do the car. We'll wet sand and then we'll take it outside and we'll completely wash it down and bring it back in, and it should be good to go. After I assemble it, all the parts will already be in 600, and then we'll do of course the car in 600, and then I'll pull the car out, and then we'll clean the entire shop out and blow everything out before we wash the car. I don't want to wash it, then blow everything out, then everything goes all over it. So that's what we're going to do. But as for right now, we had a little bit of a setback. So I got the hood done on the top side. The hood is done on the top side. There's a few little tiny dings that I need to skim real quick and spot in. We'll end up doing that probably later on today or tomorrow. But as for now, I got the fenders back from Vince, and they're somewhat done. They're not fully done. So what I need to do is get out there and start blocking them. But I wanted to get the bottom half of this hood at least in some epoxy. That way I get the first couple coats of epoxy on it, and then from there we're going to wrap it up into going to the rest of the bodywork. 1/8 tip, the Velbus finish line. I spray all my primers and stuff with this stuff, my epoxies, my primers, my flakes. But when I shoot my actual cars, I shoot them with a Porpoise. So 1/8 tip. We're gonna strain it before we put it in the gun, but I always take this out because that primer is thick. Epoxy and that primer is both thick. It's both like a high build. So yeah, cups ready to go, guns ready to go. Here we go. I need these. So yeah, we're still here, video number 10. Things are dragging, guys. This car has had a lot more work than I anticipated, and of course, you know, as a builder, not a professional builder, but at the same time, guys, like I can't just do half-ass work. Even if it wasn't paid for, it's hard, you know, because I feel like even at the end of it, my name is on it. And if I just say, oh, well, the customer didn't pay for that, and then I go and paint over and it looks like shit, you know, and who painted it all? Fucking Casket did. It looks like shit. But you think the customer's gonna say, oh yeah, I didn't pay him for that? I'd rather him say, yeah, you know, he went over and beyond and did a good job. But, you know what I mean? That's the thing though, guys. In this game, it's hard to just give prices. You know, hourly is probably the best way to go. A lot of people don't want to hear hourly. And that's kind of where I'm kind of stuck in a lot of ways, because getting really tired of doing these jobs, and sometimes I have to do a little bit more than what I anticipated, like I just talked about, and I lose my ass. But, you know, I do it so I could build my own cars, which I have not been able to do. And the funny thing is, every time that I save my money to put into my cars, and then somehow I end up going and buying another car. So then, yeah, so I got more cars and none of them done because I seem to buy more cars instead of put the money where I need to put it. Makes any sense? But what I'm getting at, guys, is yeah, that's what I'm getting at. We need to go paint this shit. I feel delirious at some point. I was really hoping the fenders would have been done, but they're not. But I mean, they're not bad. They're not far away from being done. But I was hoping they'd be done because I really wanted to be a little further along than where I'm at. I just have a lot of things planned and a lot of things coming up, and I really needed these things to be done. We're going to work on them. We're going to get them done within the next day or two. And, shit, I might even call into work. Who cares? Let's go get this shit sprayed out. Starting to work in the backyard. I don't know. I don't like my neighbors up front watching me. I mean, I know they don't care, but, you know, sometimes I just don't like people watching me. You know, it's different when you're doing our YouTube, but anyways, here we go. Here we are, fellas. So with the hood right now, I fixed a bunch of random little things. Fuck, I forgot to do this little corner. It's alright, I'll get it on the next round. Anyway, this is the first stage of primer on this hood. So I fixed as much as I could, and it's still gonna need probably another little, you know, detailed skimming here and there and cleaning up, and we'll go from there. But I need to get it in primer, that way I can see exactly where I'm at. So here's where the fenders were left off. We got to get these things done. There's some high spots that need to be tapped down. They need to be blocked really good, and then I'm going to throw some more high build on them. Both of them about in the same position, the same spot. So for right now, fellas, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to work on this hood first. First things first. How Papa freaks all the honeys. What's wrong with this thing? Tell me my battery's dead. Oh, screw you, asshole. Alright, well, I guess this thing's gonna have to just sit right there. Not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, this thing shut off on me and it's gonna be all wongo, bro, so I'm gonna have to change it, charge it up. I'll kick you guys back on here in a minute. Pretty much the only thing I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna probably pound one more coat of high build on this. Actually, yeah, I'll probably throw one more thick coat on it, see whatever I can cover up on it. Most of the stuff came out pretty decent. I have noticed there's a few little dings and stuff I'd like to fix, but for the most part, it doesn't look too bad. So, yeah. I'm gonna mess. God, I hate this thing. Forgot to charge the bottom half of it. So, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna throw you guys down on the charger real quick, and then, I'm gonna throw another coat on there, and then I'm gonna mess those fenders. I don't know how far I'm gonna get before it gets dark, but we'll check it out. We'll catch you guys here in a few. Alright guys, I had to move inside because I was pounding the shit out of this freaking fender. You know, like monkey style. So anyway, this fender, I remember when I picked it up from the dude, it had a really huge dent in it. And I know we pushed it out and we tried to skim it, but all in all, it still had a big bulge in it. You know, stop looking at my crotch. I'm not talking about that bulge. But what I'm saying is that it had like a... Basically what happens, guys, is the metal stretches. I'm a freaking mess, dude. The metal stretches to a point where it's unrepairable. Just with the hammer and dolly, you're not going to fix it. I mean, it's a pain in the ass, so what you have to do is shrink it. So what I'm doing is shrinking it down, basically getting the stretched metal to squeeze within itself and tighten and go back to being stiff. You sick freaking dudes, I know what you're thinking. But, so anyways, basically what I'm getting at, so this is what I'm getting at. This whole section was a big bulge. Even when I blocked it, this contour here, I can still feel it right here. I'm going to have to work this all the way to about right here. I use the Dykem spray, and yeah, I could feel, see, all this high spots is all bulge, all of it. All this mess here is from where I've been shrinking it. And now it's flat enough and tight enough to where it's going to be the same. Like I can feel it like round and flat like this. Here it's like this. So I'm getting there. All right here still needs work. I'm still in this section, and I'm going to keep going until I get all the way over here. And this whole section should be flat enough to where I can dolly it as flat as I can, and then I'll skim it. I could sit here for hours, guys, even further than what I'm doing, and get this thing perfect in metal. I'm not going to do that. You know, I'm way over on this car as it is, so I'm going to flatten it and tighten it the best I can, and then I'm just going to freaking skim it, block it, and move on with life. So, yeah, I'm not going to sit here trying to be Mr. Perfect with this thing. It's not going to happen. I'm so far overboard with this car. I mean, I always lose my ass bad. And I'm getting really tired of that. So from now on, everything's going to double. And let's go. So yeah, you know, this is still needs a lot of dolling. In fact, I want my bigger dolly. Hold on a minute. I don't know how that... Ooh, got a scooter. I don't know where my other dolly is. Right here. Ooh, yeah. Alright, I'm surprised that thing followed me this far. Cool. Forgot I had the spoon. So, what else I do, here's the file. I use that to determine where else my high spots are at. Out of this section here. Over here, it ain't scratching. Scratching right. Ooh, that's hot. Where is... I need a wire brush. Scratching right here. Alright guys, so pretty much you just follow it. I mean, everything that's you feel high, like this mud needs to go. Of course, all this is all high, but pretty much you just smack the metal flat. Now that this little thing is called a carbon rod. I'll show you the machine later, but you just go in a circle and heat it to the center, put a red cherry in the middle, and then you smack the metal all together into the red, and then smack it flat, and it shrinks it. I'm not a professional, but I barely figured out how to use this machine like a while back, and I love it because it helps you so much to do this. I mean, once again guys, I'm self-taught. I bought this machine to pull dents. I didn't know it did all this shit. And I'm glad I figured it out because, man, this is so much easier than using a damn torch. Oh man, dude. What a difference, bro. I'm telling you guys, this thing is freaking amazing, dude. Thank God I figured this out. The funny thing is there is absolutely no videos on Instagram or YouTube that tell you about this machine or how to use it. It's crazy. I didn't even know what the hell a carbon rod was. I saw one little short video, some guy doing, and I was like, no way. And I came in here and I looked at it and I said, I have this thing. How does it work? So I started messing with it, and this is how I figured it out. I wish the homies would tell me this. Maybe they don't even know. I don't know. Alright guys, I'm going to keep messing with this thing, and I'll kick you out here in a little bit so this video don't run too long. Alright guys, well, I was able to get pretty far. Stupid thing I didn't do, I got a picture of it. I started to skim this after I finished it. And I was already skimming this corner. And I was like, oh, I gotta get a picture. It's too late. And my camera was charging, so I took a picture. I'll post it. But I got this thing flush, clean, straight. Of course, the metal wasn't perfect, like it just came out brand new. I don't know how those guys do that, because the more you grind it and sand it and try to get all the imperfections out, it's like a freaking Coke can. And I don't get that far. So, you know, once I start seeing it get thin, I stop and I just try to slightly heat and dolly it. But as you can tell, that thing is completely shaped the correct way now. So, I mean, it was really flat. I was actually surprised with myself. It only took me about 5 hours. But hey, metal fab is not a quick job. To sit here and tinker with that spoon, the slap hammer, and dollies, you know, it takes a minute. The rest of this thing, I believe, will block out just fine. The way it looks and the way it feels, I think we're going to be good. There are some high spots here and there, but these are something we can smack out. Down here is where I built that panel. So I'm curious how bad that's going to be. We'll block it, see what happens later. But this whole section where that huge dent was, I'm so glad that it's out. I mean, the whole lip was clean. Everything came out flat. I mean, it looks way better. I mean, just looking down the panel, it just looks so good. So, finally, guys, so tomorrow, I'm going to come in here tomorrow. I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to come in here tomorrow. I'm going to block out the whole fender, fix whatever imperfections are left, get it in some high build, and then do it again. And then I'm going to also do the same thing with the other fender. The other fender shouldn't take me as long because it wasn't as bad as this one. I believe this is the driver's side fender. Yeah, driver's side fender was the one that had that ginormous dent in it. And there was no fixing that dent without heat shrinking it. So, I mean, I'm sure Vince and his dad and whoever worked on it probably struggled like hell. And They probably gave up. That's why it came to me like that. That's a lot of work, guys, to get it into this stage. When I'm not perfect at it, I get close enough, flat enough to get it skimmed and put on the car correctly, but trying to get it perfect metal finish is very hard. But I'm going to wrap it up for tonight, and I will get back with you guys in the morning. Alright guys, well, fortunately I didn't get to finish that hood. So weird. So I woke up this morning and my damn cheeks are huge, swollen, look like goddamn Alvin, Simon and Theodore, damn chipmunk. So apparently I'm dehydrated and my saliva gland or something is clogged. I don't know. I drink plenty of beer. I have no idea. But whatever. So anyways, I didn't get to come out here and finish what I was doing. I actually feel like shit. It's been rough, dude. I never get sick, never deal with any of this shit, and all of a sudden all this weird shit happens. And yeah, here I am. So anyway guys, this is video number 10 of the Monte Carlo. And it's already stretched out. I mean, pretty much where we left off, guys, is like I showed you yesterday, the trunk and the 2 doors are done. They're ready to be put on. I was waiting on a pin that I had to get to the roller pin on one of the hinges was bad. So that roller pin is what I had to order because I couldn't find one here. So yeah, that's the same one. I'll show you. So this is the pin that I need to replace on the other hinge. This one's still good. This roller is perfect. Of course, the passenger. But yeah, so I bought this pin thinking it was the same thing, and it's way too long. So I had to order one that's 4.5 inch, and this is like a 5.5 inch. So I ordered it, it came in, and I do have the right pin now. So we're good to go with that. So here we go. I ended up doing the full heat shrink on this fender. This whole section was bad. It is now good. I just need to finish sanding like low spots here and here, here and here. There's just like this. These spots, I smacked them down a little bit, so I'm going to lightly skim them. And I just got to finish blocking this. I didn't finish it. I was so tired last night by the time I finished. Got to work on this edge a little bit here. Probably do a skim here to bring the edge up. I'll do that on the other side of the fender as well. And then right here, there's like a low spot. So I don't know if I can access that. No, you can't. I got to see if there's a hole down there. I could pick that up just a little bit and block it flat. But for the most part, I mean, it's pretty good. It does need a little bit more skimming. Like I said, all these little high spots, I tapped them. They feel flush, but I'm going to go ahead and skim them anyways, just real lightly, and then block them all flat, and then I'll high build the hell out of this fender. I still need to sand the top, but the other fender, I haven't even touched it. So with what I'm getting at, guys, is we're going to wrap up video number 10 with the Monte Carlo. And video number 11, of course, I will start off video number 11 of us putting the car back together and getting it in 600 and getting the shop ready and everything to paint it. That's what I'll do for video number 11. and then in video number 12 I'll do the full paint job. So that'll work out perfect. Other than that, I'm gonna go back inside and chill, go in there and stash some freaking damn walnuts or something, dude. My face, God, dude, look how bad that is. It's insane, bro. I've never had that happen to me. And it's like a huge bulge right here. Look like the damn Godfather, eh? It's weird, dude. Never had that happen to me, ever. And the lady, the doc, was like, is your mouth dry? I'm like, I guess so, yeah. She goes, well, that's what it is. Your glands are it's almost like a kidney stone, she said, but it's in your saliva glands. And I said, well, how do you fix it? She goes, you got to eat sour stuff. And I'm like, well, I'm always, eating limes and lemons and, and she goes, yeah, for some reasons they get clogged. And if they get clogged, that's when you swell up like that. And I'm like, well, what the hell? And then, of course, I go in there to do my blood work because she wants me to do blood work. And what happens, they stick me twice, one on each side, and nothing comes out. And they're like, dude, you're severely dehydrated. And I was like, okay, so what? Now I got to come back tomorrow? So yeah, I got to get up in the morning and go back over there to get stuck again. Plus I wasn't really fasting when I went anyways. But that's another thing. I have a hard time eating. As soon as I eat, it like gets more swollen. But yeah, dude, that's stupid, bro. Never have I had problems with my life at all, ever, with anything. I'm healthy. It's just weird. These random stupid things happen. But yeah, it put me down for a whole day. I mean, I worked all day yesterday. And when I went inside, I was like, dude, I'm hurting. And my wife's like, you look a little swollen. And she's like, it's your teeth. I was like, no, my teeth are good. I just went to the dentist. I'm good. I said, I don't know. And then this morning after we ate breakfast, I was so swollen. She's like, nope, we're going to the damn hospital. Oh, stupid, bro. So anyways, guys, that's where I'm at. I'm really looking forward to getting this damn car done, too. So we'll see what happens. I didn't go to work today, so I was supposed to go to work. I called in, but I'm going to probably try tomorrow after my blood work. If I feel better, I'm going to come out here and sand this fender, and then I'll try to get the other fender done. That way I can put them in primer. And then pretty much all I got to do is fine tune them and the hood. And then of course we have a little valance out there I completely forgot about. I'll get that valance tapped out on the edges, and we'll body work that valance in right away and see if I can get the rest of these parts up to par with the rest of it. That way maybe next week we can concentrate on starting to put this thing together for video number 11. So anyway, guys, thanks for following. I really appreciate all my new subscribers. I literally went from 789 subscribers to 3-point-something K. I'm at a little over 3,000 subscribers now. Let's actually take a look at that. Oh, Bad Chad painted his Bugatti, huh? 3,200 subscribers. Not bad, I guess, right? Finally, about time my channel caught on a little bit. So, yeah, but the weird thing is my watch hours are very low. So anyways, guys, I really appreciate everybody that has subscribed to me and that joined my channel. And I really appreciate all the people that watch my videos. Of course, we'll continue this mission, and we'll get this Monte Carlo out when it gets out. I am in a hurry, but I'm not in a hurry because I don't like to rush things. And if I start rushing, I get frustrated, and then I start having problems with things. So I'm just going to take my time and continue working until I get everything where I want it and put it back together. And then once it's out of here, I'm going to take a break from customer cars. I'm gonna still do them. Of course, I'm gonna still bring one in here that I'm gonna do, but it's gonna take me a few months before I actually bring it. But I am going to start working on this 32, and the 32 is my priority. So I want to get the 32 on the road. I need to get the 40 running, and we'll start working on the bodywork. And then I also want to start getting the wife's car running, put the brake lines in it, do everything that I need to do with that, including a 4-link or even a 2-link and some air ride. So my goal this year, guys, is really to get these 3 cars drivable and ready to go. I don't think I'll get the 36 3-window, maybe in primer, but it's got a lot of metal work I need to fix. And then the 40, I'm gonna paint it. This year it's getting painted. I don't care if I even if I have to put the 32 aside to paint that car, I'm going to. But we're gonna try to get this 32 done first. That way next year I can concentrate on wrapping up the 36 3-window and then going the full year on my convertible. In the mix, I'm gonna also try to do like a couple days or like a week on one car, a week on the other car, a week on one car, and that's when I'll do the customer car. Because I got a 53 Ford truck that I'm supposed to bring in, and we're painting it black, and he wants that one shiny. Thank God, no more mattes, no more satins. So at least from there, guys, it'll be nice to pretty much make that one a show truck. You know, paint wise on the outside, he wants it immaculate. With there's even going to be some custom designs that we're going to put on it. But other than that, everything in that truck's done. The inside, the engine bay, all we got to do is paint the jambs in the outside. So it's going to be a nice one. Black. So it may take some time to get that bodywork perfect, but of course I do the same thing with every car, so it's really not going to matter. Doesn't really matter what color comes out of the gun, it's all in the prep work. So anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up once again. I keep rambling and it's going to just drag on. So I will see you guys on the next video, which will be video number 11 of the Monte Carlo, where we assemble it, get it prepped, clean the shop, and we'll wrap that video and hit number 12, where it's going to be spray day. So make sure you guys stick around and subscribe. And I will see you guys on video number 11, where we get this puppy fully put together. Thank you, guys. Peace.